Hi, my name is Abby. I am a solo esthetician here in Houston, Texas. You may know me as New Skin Tech over on TikTok and Instagram. I posted a couple of YouTube videos last year, but we took a break and so much has happened between last time I posted and this video. So I am excited to share everything that I have learned. My business has grown so much. Like last year during this time my videos were blowing up, and now it transformed into my brand to what it is right now. So I'm excited for this Q&A. I know there's plenty of y'all that had questions, so let's get started. All right, my first question is, how did you build your clientele and how long did it take? It took me about, well, I started 2 years ago. So technically, it took me 2 years to build the clientele that I have right now, which is still growing, and I'm still accepting new clients if you live in the Houston area. But it took me about 2 years, and how I grew my clientele was I planned my strategy and I posted a bunch of content. Even if I got low views, I kept posting and posting and posting because I knew that since I was a new SC that just recently graduated 6 months ago and only had 6 months of working experience in the industry, I knew it was going to be a hard one to gain clientele. So also, I have business cards and I would give it out, even if it was just a drive-through lady. I would give it to her because you never know. And I've actually gotten clients that way. Also, word of mouth is so big. Bring in your family, your friends, anybody that you can. Even if you don't have clients, take some models so you can shoot some content. And not just that, from those models, if they liked your work very well, and what I noticed is a lot of people haven't experienced a facial at all. So once they experience that first time facial, they're going to get hooked because a facial is very pampering. Even if that means doing something for free or discounted at the beginning to gain your clientele, do it. It will definitely help you out in the long run. I also established a good brand for myself, and I can talk about branding here if you want me to talk about branding and how I branded myself. A lot of people know me for the color purple and the aesthetic and the purple lights and all of that in my name. That's all branding. So I learned how to brand myself. I learned about marketing. I learned about business. I did a lot of research on YouTube, which you have it available right now. Fave and least fave thing about being an esthetician. I love being an esthetician. I genuinely do love being an esthetician. Like being an esthetician, like me coming in here and doing my facials and interacting with people, that's my favorite thing about being an esthetician. I love interaction. I genuinely do love when my clients walk out of my room and they feel very refreshed and just happy. Like you can sense the energy shift when my client walks out of the room. That feeling, it's so fun. And not just that, it's fun. Like it's fun. I feel like I'm in such a girly industry, and I'm such a girly girl that to me, when I'm doing a facial, I'm having fun. But the least favorite thing is laundry. Y'all would hear me complain about fucking laundry, and I know I need to hire somebody. There's so many things that I can do, but I'm just like, I'm so stuck on the being solo, which I should be getting help, but I just do it by myself. But you know what? That is my sign right there to hire somebody. So thank you. Anyways, laundry, taxes as a business owner, stressful. And I don't know. I don't know. I think that's it. Do you offer drop shipping with SkinScript products? I do. So I currently retail SkinScript in my studio and also on my website, and you can start drop shipping literally today without investing anything. Highly, highly, highly recommend doing drop shipping if you don't have the money to invest in actual retail, because the only thing you need to do is invest your time and you need to market yourself. That's literally it. To remain consistent while having a busy life. I prioritize myself. I make sure that I am well. I make sure that I take care of myself. I wake up a lot earlier than most people just so I can take care of myself and give myself those 2 to 3 hours to go to the gym, to meditate, to eat. and to get ready on time like that. When I do get to work, I'm not in a rush, I don't feel overwhelmed. And whenever I do start to feel overwhelmed, which happens a lot, I take a step back and I'm like, you know what, in this moment, I'm not the best version of myself to be a business owner. So I need to take care of Abby first, and then I'll put on new skin tech after. Because without me being okay, I cannot be okay for you guys and my clients. So that's kind of how I do it. It's just by really, really grounding myself. Also, discipline really helped me out. Literally, this time last year is when I was like, I want to learn how to discipline myself. And that's where the whole 5 a.m. routine started and all of that. But I realized that all of that helped me in the end to find a solid foundation for myself. Tips that helped you for state board exam. So when I was in esthetician school, I had a skincare journal. I was trying to find it right now and I can't find it, but I had a journal which I still have to this day. It's full of notes and ingredients and all of that. Also, I reviewed all of the questions that I got wrong in my previous quizzes and tests, and I made sure to really learn and understand the questions that I got wrong. What I noticed when I took state board was I kind of already knew everything. I was just so nervous about failing state board because in my head I'm like, if I fail, I'm gonna have to do it again, or I might become an esthetician. Like, I put too much pressure on myself. So don't put too much pressure. It's not as bad as you think. And once you get there, you're gonna be like, okay, this is that, and it's just all gonna come to your mind. But just make sure you study. You gotta study. You gotta study. You gotta memorize it. Practice with your friends. That's what I did, and it really truly helped me. What's your favorite facial to do? For the longest, my favorite facial was the ultimate relaxation facial because I really did a lot of like energy healing with that facial. I would put guided meditations, affirmations, because I truly wanted to make my client feel good and walk out of this room like the baddest bitch that she is, or the baddest freaking guy too. But now my favorite facial has to be my Hydra Diamond facial. I got the Verstan HC. I've been obsessed with that machine, and I've been doing Hydra facials everywhere. Hydra Diamond facial. Okay, it removes all of the impurities while giving you that nice glow. It adds hydration into your skin. We do a little bit of oxygen infusion, LED therapy. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole thing. Thank you for this question. Gym routine, how long you've been consistent, and your tips to stay consistent. So let me go back to discipline. A year ago, I gained a lot of weight for the first time ever in my life. I was really a petite queen for the longest, and even to the point where like I got bullied for it. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. Anyways, um, but for the first time in my life, I experienced a big weight gain. And I'm sure if you look back at my videos, you can tell. During that time, I just, I did not like how I looked. I did not like how I felt. And I wanted to teach myself discipline for me and for business. One thing that all of the podcasts say is they wake up at 5 a.m. and they go to the gym. A lot of successful business owners have that routine. I was like, you know what? I need to adapt that energy. So that's how I stayed consistent. But as far as my gym routine, I can do a whole freaking video of what I do because I would love to look and share that part of my life. So if you guys want it, I got you. I'll share all of my health and wellness tips. And to my Instagram followers that told me that I inspire you, you inspire me. Honestly, those messages bring so much light into my life. It literally fills my heart with love. And I just want to say thank you. Genuinely, thank you if you're watching this. Thank you so much for changing my life. Anyways, I am closing this Q&A. I hope to see you soon. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Especially comment any other video ideas that you want to see from me. If you have any other questions that you want me to answer, I would love to answer them down below. But I'll see you soon.